we're doing seven figures in sales right now. We broke our yearly sales goal 3 months ago. And we're gonna at least triple our original sales goal for this year.
And you're becoming a seven-figure business in your first year of business.
Yeah, we passed seven figures early last month.
Wow. Wow, that's incredible.
Welcome to the Painter Growth Podcast, where we help you scale your painting company in record time. Join us as we explore sales, marketing, hiring, finances, leadership, and more, everything that you need to know to scale and grow your painting business. I hope you enjoy and subscribe.
What's up, everybody? Michael Hickman here, founder of paintergrowth.com, and you're listening to the Painter Growth Podcast. And we have a special guest today, Mr. Josh Smith. What's up, man?
How's it going? Good to be here. Thanks, Mike.
So why don't you just start off by introducing yourself?
I'm Josh Smith. I'm down in Florida. Started a painting business about a year ago. Joined Painters Growth in January of this year. Yeah,
And we'll go
it's
from there.
great. Yeah.
Cool. So it's September. You started your business about last September. So you joined Painter Growth about 4 months in, 5 months into your business.
Yes.
Cool. So why don't you run me through kind of what your business is like before you joined? I know you just started, you're about 4 months in, but like what was life like in those first 4 months?
It was a little hectic. Definitely challenging. It's my first business on my own. So yeah, I started the painting business from scratch. Bought a small trailer and some painting equipment. Had a buddy that worked with me here and there for the first couple months. Um, I got lucky, I got a good job right off the bat. It lasted for about 6 weeks, and then come week five, I'm going, oh, what do I do next? So November and December were very challenging, trying to, bring in work, of course, working on the job sites. So yeah, it was in December when I was like, okay, I need some help with generating leads and bringing in business, and
Yeah.
it's a lot to take on by yourself. Operating plus administrative and sales and quite a bit. So
Turns out to be a lot.
yeah,
Why
yeah,
did
it
you
was quite
decide to start a painting business to begin with?
painting. In my opinion, I've been in construction. Painting's one of those businesses that are never going to go away. They're continuous. There's going to be repeat customers. And again, it's kind of like there's always going to be work there. And I like it. I
Yeah,
like the
I
the
always feel like
transformation.
painting is a very recession-proof business as well.
Yes, yeah, yeah. And it's rewarding. Taking something from hasn't been painted in years and now it's brand new and it's beautiful and your customer loves you. And painting's really a quick reward to a project.
Absolutely. Good cash flow too. So, you're 4 months in, or you finished this first project. What were like the feelings that are going through your mind when you're like trying to figure out where your next project was going to come from?
Uh, Terrifying. Definitely stressful, terrifying. I'm a father of two with a wife at home, so supporting not only my family, but by December, my buddy was working for me full time, so trying to support two families. It gets very stressful in the last few days of a job and don't have one lined up, and um, so yeah, it was very stressful.
And how old are your kids?
I have a 3-year-old and a 9-year-old.
Okay, awesome. I have a 3-year-old and a 5-year-old,
Mm,
and
keeps us
three-year-old's a
busy.
hellraiser.
Same,
Yeah.
same.
But totally can relate to that, that feeling that, you have people relying on you. So it's like, it's up to you.
Yeah, yeah, it's not
What,
going
what
in.
were your alternatives?
I've worked for other companies before, and I grow with companies well. But at some point, really, I really wanted to be on my own. But alternatively, it was either work for somebody else for an hourly wage, or just take the risk and dive in.
Yeah. Sounds like you weren't really into working for someone else.
I mean, it's not. It's got its ups and downs. It's got its perks and cons, but overall, you want to be self-employed.
Yeah, absolutely. So what was the thing? Like what was the straw that broke the camel's back that made you decide that, all right, enough's enough. I need to get some help here.
Uh, Really going into December with, a half a month's worth of work, uh, you know, not seeing anything coming through for, the holiday, so I'm out of work for a couple weeks, and, I really needed to strengthen my sales. I had to figure out a way to not struggle and stress with what I'm going to do the next day.
Yeah. Or else what?
Again, self-employed, if you're not
Yeah.
working, you're not bringing in money, and it's hard to support, that way.
Yeah. Cool.
So
So
definitely,
so how did you come across us, Painter Growth?
there's growth. I was looking for options as far as maybe like marketing and stuff like that. I'm really looking to, how to increase marketing. Painter's Growth kept popping up in my social media. I looked into it. I started clicking into it, read the program. Of course, it looked too good to be true. They really, the guarantee of, bringing in business per month is just, that's hard to turn away. But yeah, definitely, I was looking for marketing advice and marketing structure, and you guys fell right in place. So.
Cool. So you're interested, you look into us, you book a call. Do you remember what that like initial discovery call was about?
Yeah, basically, it was where am I at, kind of going over the same thing. What are my expectations? Where am I at currently in the business? What do I want to get to? And they told me all the type of program has to offer, as far as the structure, and how they help you build the company, the one-on-one coaching. Um, they're really have it all inclusive here. So.
Cool. And so how did you justify making like a significant investment in your business if you didn't have any work coming in?
Yeah, so I was at that point. It was, I had to either put all in, or jump ship, and go find a job. So it was the last bit of investment to the company. It was kind of all or nothing. So, yeah, I
Well,
mean,
Hail Mary,
I
Hail Mary.
absolutely. So yeah, going into January was very tight, not much work going on. Um, Immediate improvement. So.
Cool. Yeah. So tell me about that. So you joined in January. Um,
Yep.
what was your first couple of weeks like? What was your first couple of months like?
Yep, joined in January 1 of this year. So had our onboarding call on January 1st. Um, very excited. My next day was Tuesday, and
Anna
we did
told me
our.
about that. She's like, I can't believe I took an onboarding call on New Year's Day.
Yeah, yeah. She said the same thing. She was out on vacation. Of course, who's gonna? It's New Year's Day. It's a holiday. Who's gonna work? But I did, and she did. So thankfully. And man, the first month, the first week was kind of intense. Like there's a lot to kind of wrap your head around. And when you get into the program, you get into it and you start going through the steps, and really it's broken down so easily and step by step that if you just really follow the program, by February 1, I had already doubled what I had in January. I went in doing expecting about 30,000, and you did over 60. And the growth since then is just been amazing. We're doing it. It was more rapid than I expected by far. Definitely grew in sales quickly. The process that you guys lay out is just, again, my first business. It made it simple, in my opinion. And again, just taking the steps one by one, implementing all the processes that we're introduced to weekly. It was very good.
How much do you think I know it's a few months later, 10 months in now, or 9 months in rather. Do you recall like approximately how much revenue you booked in those first 90 days?
In the first 90 days, I tell you right now, but it was, no, I did 60. I was up to nearly 300,000 in 90 days. in the first 90 days. Again, I only had about 30,000 booked for January. And so yeah, it 10 times in 90 days for me.
Wow. And then how about to now, to 9 months in?
We're doing 7 figures in sales right now. We broke our yearly sales goal 3 months ago. And we're gonna at least triple our original sales goal for this year.
And you're becoming a 7-figure business in your first year of business.
Yeah, we passed 7 figures early last month.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow, that's incredible.
Yep, it's been impressive. We now have, including me, 18 full-time employees, 16 of them in the field as painters, and I have a project management and office manager, construction manager.
And this is your first business ever.
This is my first solo business on my own. Yes.
Wow. Wow. How does it feel now with this like complete change in your life in such a short period of time?
It's unreal. Definitely surreal. Um, didn't expect anything close to this. It was scary, definitely, when it climbed so fast. But being able to have the one-on-one coaching and just having that reassurance that, yes, that's the right move. Let's make this move next. This is, it's not all about sales. You also have to increase production, and then you have to increase your administrative and your supervision. And, so it's not just all one thing. There's so many different, moving parts to a business that having that reassurance that you have that coach that says, yeah, it's time to make that move. It's time to hire that crew. Yes, it's time to, you know, do what you're doing. So it's
Yeah.
been very scary but fun and exciting and been great.
Who is the coach you're working with? I'm not even
With
sure.
Zach. Yeah,
Okay, working with Zach. Nice. Yeah, he knows what he's doing.
yeah, very, very much so. I'm very happy. Yeah, like my term was up months ago, but I don't see myself leaving Painters Growth anytime soon. It's a nice partner to have.
Yeah. I mean the initial term is just that initial term, right? It's getting started, but it's you develop habits over a long period of time. So that sounds like what you're doing now.
Yeah,
How
yeah,
does your wife feel about this? Like, what did she think? Was she like skeptical at the start? Because I know my wife, whenever I'm buying something big online, she's like the skeptical one.
absolutely. She was very skeptical, very worried. We started purchasing equipment very quickly. By the end of January, I had 2 trailers. By the end of March, I had 4 trailers, and we're now into our 6th trailer, which is a cruise as well. So yeah, she sees money going out, and we're buying these things, but it's all for growth, and it's all paid off. Everything was purchased with the company funds. There's no financial backing there, so everything has been grown from nothing. And
Yeah.
so yeah, she was terrified. She was skeptical. Are you sure we're doing the right thing? We're dumping a lot of money. Finally, things are coming in, but now you're putting it out. It's like, look, it's gonna tenfold. So,
Yeah.
and
And it has, yeah, over that. So I guess with all that being said, like what would you say to someone who's like considering joining, but like they're feeling scared of the investment or not sure if it would pay off or just like doubting themselves?
there's no better investment you're gonna make for your business or yourself. Invest in yourself is huge. Um, it's hard to do anything on your own, so I would absolutely recommend it. Um, Hands down, absolutely. It's gonna grow your business. It's gonna secure yourself. You're gonna have that reassurance that you're doing the right thing and you're making the right moves. Absolutely do it. Take that
Awesome.
Hail Mary.
And like what type of advice would you have to someone either just getting started or maybe stuck in the same spot that they've been for a couple of years?
Absolutely. You definitely, like I said, you want to invest in yourself, and that includes your business. So take the step, take the leap, and absolutely make the move. It's worth it. Every penny. it will save you money in the long run, put it that way.
Yeah. Wow, man. Well, that is I was personally unaware of the growth that you had experienced. I knew you had seen some success, but I didn't know it was that big. But I mean, what's the vision now? Where do you see your company in 3 years?
In 3 years, and at this point, my position is, other than CEO, is sales. And that's the big thing. I'm working on big sales teams, door-to-door marketing and stuff like that. Our growth, there's no stopping. We are in, like I said, we're in Florida, Central Florida. Business is booming. There's no slowdown right now. And we're going to continue to make the steps to grow from that 300,000 to the 2 million, and I want to hit 10 million. That's my goal.
Let's do it,
And I
man.
want to be self-sufficient. I want to be able to take my vacations. That's where we're going.
I strongly believe that you will achieve that.
Absolutely.
Cool. Well, hey, man, thanks for coming on, and congratulations on your growth. I mean, we can only lead you to the lake. It's up to you to drink the water. So
Absolutely. Yeah, it's been great. Thank you so much, Mike.
appreciate you, dude.
Thanks, man.
Thanks for listening to the Painter Growth Podcast. If you want to grow your painting business, go to www.paintergrowth.com or click on the top link in the description. Talk soon.